I was debating where to go for hot pot for our last night in Richmond. There's a place further up in Vancouver, but since we're staying in Richmond, BC, why not eat there? I've seen Dollar in the Lansdowne Center. When I first came upon it, I was like, Dollar hot pot? Wow, that sounds like a deal. But do they give you like one meatball for $1? But then we looked inside and it's a really nice looking place. And apparently it's not cheap. But after our bike ride that day, we ended up going to Haidilao. I've heard of the name before. It has multiple locations, so I wasn't sure. Maybe I should go somewhere local. Had to find a place that took credit card. So I asked them, and the guy said, of course. So when you walk inside, it's a pretty nice place. You go upstairs, and it's very clean. Lots of seating. Has some snacks for you while you're waiting. In the bathroom, oh, first of all, the bathroom is very nice and clean, more like a Western restaurant than a Chinese restaurant. But they had a big jug of Listerine there with some little cups. And then he was like, oh, I don't know. Somebody needs mouthwash. And my friend said, did you see the lotion? And she started telling me about it. How they really were into service. Because what happened is, Haidilao was founded by a guy who said, why does hot pot have to have such horrible service? I'm going to make a hot pot place with great service. She said it was as a worker, a normal worker, nobody special, Singaporean, because she says from Singapore, which I later found out looking up that is not actually correct, it's from China. But I think it is from just a worker guy. And my friend kept being amazed by the excellent service, and I guess the furniture was pretty good. The waitresses were very attentive. I mean, not like a Michelin-starred restaurant, but I guess for a Chinese place, yeah, excellent service. I mean, the guy in front just reminded me of China. Very well-spoken guy. The way he talked to you, saying, of course we take credit card. We take all payments. And after I realized how nice the place was and the price, of course I take credit card. Paying over $100. People don't carry that much in cash. I read up about it in Seattle Times when they talked about the new advent of these fine dining hot pot places. Dollar, the So, I actually don't know how to pronounce it. And then they were really excited that Haidilao is coming. But these are fine places where the meat's presented well. It's not just about all you can eat. Places trying to drum up business. It's about places, people waiting an hour or more for these places. Nice places that look nice. They said basically everybody's Asian in Seattle, Bellevue, who go there. And you can easily spend $200 for two people and no biggie. Easy. And then, as I was thinking more about it, dollar. Wait a minute. I've seen this place before. And it makes sense because I used to come to Vancouver quite a bit and I would go to Richmond to eat Asian food. And I must have passed by this place. I think I've seen it because I've been through Lansdowne Center. It's right near the Lansdowne SkyTrain station. And I remember a week ago I was talking to my brother, talking about Biosphere 2, how it's so cool. Did we visit as a kid? And he's like, yeah, we've been there. I'm like, oh. I think there's a lot of places I've been to, and apparently I'm going there again with another friend, and I don't remember it at all. It's like a new experience. Sometimes I look at my Google Maps to see if they recorded it. Have I been there? And some places I've been to before I used Google Maps so much, or if I didn't have data. Some places I have been to after Google Maps so I could tell, you were here 2 years ago. But the thing is, some things it is important to remember, like where to rent a bicycle. It's not that big of a deal. I should just figure out a place to rent a bicycle in Vancouver. Looking it up is pretty easy because I remember it was sort of south of town, near Broadway. What about just renting in downtown though? See, I went to English Bay Bicycles and it was pretty nice and they had a good tandem. Price is reasonable. So I think some things is important to know that you've been there so you don't have to look again. What about other things that you don't remember? What about food? Is it important to remember where it was good? See, things change a lot for food. It might have been good a year ago, 2 years, 5 years ago, but times change and it may have changed management, the chef, and it might not be good anymore. There's a place called Ningpo that had great xiaolongbao, some of the best I've ever had, even in Asia. But it disappeared. There's another restaurant in this spot. I remember where it is, but it's not the same. I guess that's the thing about poor memory. Is it a blessing? Is it a curse? When you travel, what is the point? To discover new things? As in to go to literally places you haven't been to before? To remember what you like so you could go there again? Or does it matter? You're just there to experience. And if you experience it anew because you remember, that's fine.